a few things that came up for me as you were saying that. One is this, I've been looking at how Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, is
Oh,
handling
she's
the
amazing.
situation compared to our Prime Minister in Australia, which is very masculine, Scott from marketing. But anyway, like with Jacinda, I just saw this amazing time where she did a Facebook Live answering questions of her people. And she just did it on her phone in her, I think she was almost in her pajamas after putting her child to bed. And it's like, this is like the feminine
Yeah.
running things really well. Like she's running kind of really well from the outside. I'm not there in New Zealand, but from what I see, it seems to be going really well. And people seem to feel at ease that she's at the helm. That's one thing
Yeah.
that came up for me. And another thing that came up for me was I was just listening to this video with Jordan Hall, one of the people I trust in these times. And he was talking about that this is the time of the feminine. And he mentioned, I haven't read it, so I want to read it now, the Steinbeck novel, Grapes of Wrath. And he
Yes.
mentioned that in
Pretty
the
great.
beginning, like they were like trying to make things work in the planting in this Oklahoma, I think, in the Okies. And then the women were in the house minding the children. But then it was the women who made the call, it's time to move. And then the men just moved. So it's
Mm,
like when we were learning, the feminine is the power, and the masculine is the execution, but it's the feminine that senses what's going on.
yeah.
And it's beautiful in that novel that it's the feminine who made the call. All right, it's time for us to move. It's not working here. And maybe
Yeah.
that's a good way to look at what's happening in the world. Maybe the feminist saying, okay, we've had, I don't know, 50 years of this production oriented. It's time to move to a new one.
Yeah. I love that analogy. That's, I think about that too. And ideally, it's in unison, right? The feminine and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
masculine work together, just like in the novel. She was like, honey, I feel like it's time to move. Like, I sense
Mm.
it's time to move. And he was like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. And then he, I'm sure, helped everyone move. But it's not like we need all masculine or all feminine, but how do we right the imbalances?
Mm.
And start to listen to the softer, more sensitive sides of us. And I love
Mm.
the Jacinda that you brought her up. My partner's actually a Kiwi, so we've been watching those
Uh,
videos too.
yeah.
And it's so intimate, right? Like, and I think that's one of the gifts of the feminine. She just let us right into her life. She was
Yeah.
like, I just put my kids down in my pajamas. Let's just talk human to human
Yeah.
without the formality and just
Yeah.
feel each
Just do
other.
it. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
just, yeah. And she said it really without, without the political speak, without the jargon. And it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And I guess a question that came up for me is, like, if I were like an alien observing humans, it would seem
Yeah.
strange to me that you need to teach women how to be in their feminine. So why is there a need to do this? It's like, why? What's happening? Yeah.
It's such a good question. So good. I think that we innately have both, right? Masculine and feminine, but we grow up in a world that values masculine qualities over feminine qualities.
Mm.
And so as women, we're particularly responsive to our environments. We're like, okay, what's happening around me? Like, what are the traits that seem to be valued? And so we have these little girls that grow up and they're like, oh, it's really valued to be goal oriented, to be concise, to be clear, to be directive, to know where I'm taking my life.
Mm.
And so those are the qualities that I'll cultivate inside of myself and demonstrate. And then we have women in their 30s, 40s that are like successful career women. They're like, okay, I'm going to lead things and take charge and be decisive. And then at some point they're like, wow, I feel burned out.
Mm.
I feel tired and dry.
Mm.
And maybe they are struggling to find a male partner if that's what they want. And to me, these are a call to come back to their natural essence of feminine.
Mm.
So long story short, if you were the alien, I would say it's our culture. That the
Mm.
water that we're swimming in as
Mm-hmm.
fish is thinks that masculine qualities are more important than feminine qualities. And so we're like, okay, that's what we'll become. And that's why you see like women in power all wearing pantsuits and you know, boxy shoulders, and it's like we're trying to be men, and it's killing us.
It's amazing, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to go into women's health, but if you look up women's health statistics, it's insane. Like adrenal fatigue, to me, that's like you've been burning all your masculine energy and you're exhausted. Adrenal fatigue's up, breast cancers, all kinds of things like women's health that results from the imbalance inside of our own body.
Yeah, this might be a touchy topic, but we'll go there. Why not? Being in the feminine, we're discussing.
I love touchy topics.
Yeah, and there's this you would call an assertion that the third wave or whatever feminist movement has sold this idea that women can have it all, that there are no trade-offs, and maybe that's one way of looking at it. It's what's causing all this fatigue, because there are limits to time, right, and energy and attention. Right. And if you're sold the lie that you can have the whole thing, maybe that's what's, I don't know. What is your experience with that?
I think it's a mean thing to tell yourself in a way, because it's like when I hear you can have it all, it's like, oh God, now I need to be it all. I need to be the successful mom. I need to be the successful businesswoman. I need to be the successful partner, and And I think which is just overwhelming. I hear that question. That is a lot of pressure to put on yourself. Really, the question I would replace it with, if I may, is like, what do I want?
Yeah.
What do I really want? Because maybe you don't want it all, whatever all society has defined. But maybe there's something more specific, more nuanced, and more manageable that you want.